Seems like everybody's got a price. I wonder how they sleep at night. When the sale comes first and the truth comes second, just stop for a minute and smile. Why is everybody so serious, acting so damn mysterious? Got shades on your eyes and your heels so high that you can't even have a good time. Everybody look to the left, everybody look to the right. Can you feel that? Yeah, we're playing with a love tonight. It's not about the money, money, money. We don't need your money, money, money. We just want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag. Ain't about the cha-ching, cha-ching. Ain't about the bubbling, bubbling. Want to make the world dance. Forget about the price tag.
Hi, how you doing? Justin here. Today we are checking out Price Tag by Jessie J. Big thank you to Selena for joining me for the little intro demo thing. Really cool song, this one. Really simple chord sequence. In fact, this has got the same chords for the whole song. It's only 4 chords long. So once you've learnt the actual sequence, we're going to be spending most of this lesson talking about the different ways that you can play the chords and, of course, the strumming pattern. So let's start off by checking out the sequence. We've got here a bar of F, a bar of A minor, a bar of D minor, and a bar of B flat. So first thing is make sure you know how to play those chords, right? So you know the F's down here and A minor, okay, that's up the 5th fret with the 2nd finger off, that's the minor chord, and then, oh yeah, the one that looks like E on the wrong strings, that's the D minor at the 5th fret, and then move the whole shape over to the, you know, talk yourself through it so you know how the shape goes. Now, if you're going to have a go at singing this song, if you're learning it because you're a singer and you want to learn to sing it, you definitely want to start trying to practice singing it once you've got that chord sequence done. Before you try and fancy up the chord sequence, just be going, seems that everybody's got a price. I wonder how they sleep at night. When the sale comes first and the truth comes second, just stop for a minute and smile. You know, just keep that strumming real simple and practice doing the singing. Not that I can sing this song or anything. But yeah, that would be an important kind of thing to get to grips with before you go trying to make it all fancy like we're about to start doing now. So that's first thing. Now let's talk about some of the other variations of the chords. So you can play it like that. Great, works for you. You know, we're going to talk about the strumming in a little sec. I just want to talk through some of these other chord grips. One thing that's really important, I've talked about it loads of times, is making a different kind of vibe between the verses and the choruses. So one of the things, the guitar player whose name is escaping me just now, who played it with Jessie J on the Jules Holland show, which was the first time I saw this song, very impressed. He was doing kind of chords further up the neck for the verses, and then he went down to doing open chords for the chorus, which is a really good, I did the same thing in the little intro demo thing there, just so you kind of hear that there's a real difference between, it's the same chords, but it gives it a different kind of character, you know. And one of the things that he also did, which I think is a great thing to do, and it's kind of tricky, so if you struggle with this first chord, I'm going to show you another way of doing it. But there's a great way of playing F chord for this song, the first chord, which is using this thing, a C-shaped bar chord, right? So it's basically, if you took a regular C chord in the open position and played it without using your first finger, so using your third little finger on the 3rd fret, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, and your 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, and your 2nd finger on the 1st fret, oh my lord, that was difficult. You still got a C chord, it doesn't matter that you've changed the fingers, right? Now if we slid that up, so our little finger is now in the 8th fret, and we put a bar down on the 5th fret, we've got an F chord. We're using, it's called a C shape, right? So the frets would be nothing on the thicker string, then 8, 7, 5, 6, 5. Fingers 4, 3, 1, 2, 1, right? It's an F chord, and it sounds great. A lot of people find this chord a little bit sticky because it's quite, you have to press a little bit, and that muscle in between your thumb and your first finger is likely to get a little bit tired when you start learning to play this chord. So that would be normal, don't worry if that happens to you, but it's just a nice kind of chord, and it keeps everything roughly in the same area. Now if you see, we've got the F to the A minor, to the D minor, to the B flat. Everything's kind of in this nice little space there, you know. So when we move from here, and we've got that, you know, we're playing our verses. And And then we go into the chorus, we open it up a bit. It's got a real different kind of flavour. So I think it's a really good idea to kind of make sure that you're kind of breaking that down. If you can't do that horrible F chord, horrible, I think it's a beautiful F chord, but if you're struggling to play it technically, the one to do would be playing an F chord up here, like a regular A-shaped bar chord, nothing, 8, 10, 10, 10, muting the thinner string. So that kind of vibe. So that's the different chord options. And of course, when you go down for the chorus, you'll be using regular F, which you still have to play as a bar chord. A minor would be open, D minor would be open. And again, on the Jules version, the guy was playing a B sus2, which would be nothing on the thicker string, first fret, third fret, third fret, first fret, right? It's just slightly kind of slightly more open sounding chord than a B flat, and you can substitute a B flat sus2 for a B flat most times, not every time, but often. So now the big one, the strumming pattern, right? So the strumming's going to change a little bit through it. You know, you're going to pick up different accents, and it's going to kind of evolve, and it should be a little bit fluid. It doesn't want to be too rigid, but what you probably want to start with is a specific strumming pattern, so you've got something to build from, right? So let's do it on an F chord, a big F chord down here. And the strumming pattern that we've got, I've got it written out in the songbook. If you haven't got the songbook, then you definitely want to try writing this out, because it's a really, really useful thing to have strumming patterns written out for yourself, if you know, and you can kind of follow it along with your eyes as you're doing it. So we got this: down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. I'll slow that right down now. Down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and. Right? Now it doesn't quite sound right at the moment, because I'm playing it very slowly, and I'm holding the chord down all the time. Right? And one of the things, again, when you're doing the change between the verses and the choruses, when you're doing the open chords, you can't really be lifting the chords, right? Because lifting the chords a little bit, not lifting the chord right off, but relaxing the pressure stops the chord. So if we're doing this, you can hear, oh, it stopped. Because, and I'm not doing any muting with this hand, I'm just relaxing. I just have to relax that shape. So I'm playing the chord, and then relax that hand a little bit. Just take the pressure slightly, and the chord's going to stop. Right? That's a big deal. So in this one, you got down, up, down, mute. And I'm saying mute, but I'm just relaxing the chord. Down, down, up, down, up, down. I'm kind of leaving it for that last one, actually, but you could choose not to. Right, that's kind of just relaxing the chord shape in between each strumming burst, if you like. So down, mute, down, up, mute, up, down, mute, up, down. Right? You could do it that way. I think it kind of sounds a little bit odd to me doing it that way, but all of these patterns, you just got to practice them slow on one chord first. That's definitely the way to do it, right? So rather than trying to do a whole chord sequence through, just pick one chord, the chord that you're comfortable with. If you don't like that F, or you don't like playing that other one, play D minor or A minor, whatever one you're comfortable with, and just practice going down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, following it along with your eyes as you do it. You know, it's quite a big deal, that, you know, and sometimes it helps just to do it muted as well. So going down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down. Just so you get the feeling. You've got to keep that hand moving, of course. You know, I'm assuming most of you are kind of hip with that idea that the strumming hand doesn't stop moving. You know, that's a really important thing. It helps you keep your groove and keep the tempo solid. So that would be the strumming pattern that I'd recommend. You'd use the same one down here for the chorus. Just I'm kind of maybe putting a little bit more accenting in, so I'm picking up some of the down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. You know, so I'm just pulling out some of the accents there to kind of keep the groove on a bit, you know, because I can't lift the chord, so I'm trying to find other ways of keeping it kind of groovy. So we've looked at kind of a couple of the basic ways of playing the chords, and we've looked at the strumming. Now, the other thing from the Jules version, which is kind of different to the actual recorded version, but it's a really good version. There's a couple of other variations I thought I'd explain to you as well. So the first chord, I can't remember his name, it's really bugging me now. I think it's Andy, but I can't remember. It's F chord, first of all, and then we go to an A minor 7. Which is it's still just an A minor chord, but it's a good way of playing it. So you use it's kind of a jazz one. If you want to get into these kind of grips, you want to go and check out my lesson on 10 basic jazz chords, I think it's called. You put your second finger in the 5th fret, you lay it over a little bit to mute the 5th string. Your third finger is playing doing a little bar and covering the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings, maybe the 1st string as well, it can do. It doesn't tend to for me, it tends to mute the thinner string, but not really by design, it just happens to be what happens when I play that particular chord. So you're going from F, A minor 7, then we go to D minor 7, so which is just like a regular D minor, but you lift off your little finger. And also you can do a nice little hammer on if you're going to do that. So you lift off those two fingers, strum and then hammer them on. It's quite a nice little kind of strumming trick, that one, if you've got a minor chord, is to make it a minor 7 and hammer them on. Regular B flat. And it sounds like, on that Jules version, sometimes at the end of the B flat chord, he's going to a little C11 chord, or a B flat over C, which would be 8th fret, nothing, 8, 7, 6, nothing. 3rd finger, muted string, muting that 5th string with your 3rd finger, 4th finger, 2nd finger, 1st finger. So he's going. Doesn't seem to happen all the time, but you know, it's just a nice little variation I think that's gone on there, and those of you that have watched the video might like to check that out. As far as the open, for the choruses, he's just doing the regular open chords. There's a few variations that you can probably copy if you watch the video yourself. I'll put a link on my website to that particular version, so you can check it out if you've not seen it, because it's very cool. Hope you enjoyed playing this tune, and I'll see you for another lesson or song shortly. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.